On the scroll of the Israel Adesanya
did several of those inside low kicks.
It's time!
What's happening, people? You are welcome to the Fight Week show. Just bringing you a recap of the mad card that we just seen in 275 UFC 275. Literally just came in from work, banged out 12 hours after being at the soccer charity event yesterday with my family. Fantastic day. Raising money for the less fortunate. And Wenger came out of retirement to to, to get one over Harry Redknapp. But yeah, all good fun. Was good day. Very enjoyable, and to see some charity ambassadors to come in and participate in this event was really good to see. But we're going to talk about UFC 275. It was a crazy night, crazy fight on the card. The card was mad from top to finish. I loved it. I loved the card. I believe one of the best title fights I've seen in a long time. In Glover Teixeira and Jiri Prohaska. Let's start with that. Let's start with that fight. Glover, he came in confident. I thought he was winning the fight. I thought the way he was moving with Jiri Prohaska, he was getting a lot of joy. Even on the feet, it was tagging him. A lot of the punches that Glover was throwing was landing. He had him good. I thought he had him good. Salute to Craig Molley. Big up everybody that's watching live. Thank you to all of you guys watching on Twitter, everybody watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on playback. Your support means the world to me. Trust me, your support means the world. So please get us out there. We're trying to get to 500 subs, and we can only do that with your guys' support and help. So back to Glover Teixeira. I thought it looked good. It looked really good in this fight. I actually tipped him to win this fight. Very close to winning it. I'd say maybe 28 seconds to winning it. But he made some fundamental mistakes in this fight that I wanna highlight. In the fifth round, he had Jiri. He had him rocked. He had him wobbled, and he shot for a takedown and held him against the fence for quite some time. And I thought, just let go. You're finding the mark. You're finding home for your punches. Big up Carl Rossi, my bro. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, my guy. I thought he was finding home for them punches, and to just hold Jiri there on the fence when you've done all the hard work, held him there to the fence. I thought, no, it was just crazy. It was to have him so close. Then it took him down. The takedown didn't really work because Jiri reversed it, and he just ended up on top and just teed up on Glover, and then proceeded to take his back. Took his back. It didn't even look like it was that tight to me. But look, Glover came out in the interview, in the post-fight interview in the octagon, that look, I was knackered, I was tired, I was drained out, absolutely drained out. So for me, it was just one of those. I love that fight. That fight was fantastic, brilliant fight, and it's gonna go down as one of the best title fights in recent memory. Jiri, what's next for Jiri? Because Jiri actually said he broke his hand in that fight. Jiri said he broke his hand while he was, hitting the ground and pounding him. He broke his hand in that fight. Um, I don't know what happened. Let me come to some of your comments right now. I'm seeing you guys dropping comments. Put your comments up and I'll post them up on the channel. Salute to everybody that's joining us right now. Big up Craig, big up Carl. Man, the two title fights had me shook. Yes, bro, they did. You know what I mean? It was a roller coaster. It was a bloody roller coaster. And you're right. UFC 275 was amazing. Um, Valentina Santos, bro, we are gonna come onto that. Big up veteran, my bro. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Tayyip, thank you very much for joining us. Salute to you. Glover had a few chances to finish the fight, but went for a grapple. I couldn't understand it. That was for me. That was a fundamental mistake from somebody that I believe has fight IQ in the octagon. Somebody that has a very very experienced. He's fought the who's who of the 205. From John Jones to Gustafsson. He's fought the who's who of of the 205, and I believe it was a fundamental mistake. But look, these things happen because when you're tired, when you're absolutely gassed, because he did say and he mentioned it that Jiri Prohaska was ripping shots into the body. It was getting them. It was getting the body shots in. It was absolutely killing him with the body shots, and that's what gassed him up. And when you're gassed, you start making silly mistakes that you wouldn't normally make if you weren't that tired. And I believe that's what happened here. The fight was so close because I had it kind of 2-2 going into the fifth. I had the 2-2 going into the fifth. Um, some people had the 3-1 to Glover, which I wouldn't argue with, but I kind of had the 2-2 going into the fifth because I thought Yuri, had moments of his own. But look, overall, I liked the fight. I thought the fight was incredible, incredible performance from Yuri. Big up to Yuri for not giving up, for hanging in there and showing heart. Because if there's one thing that we don't talk a lot about these fighters, is how much heart that they got. Yuri showed heart, and the heart that he had, that's what won him the belt. That's what won him the fight. That's what won him the title. And we don't know what's next for him. Yam pulled him up on his way out the octagon going into the back. Yam pulled him up and said, "Yo, you know what I mean? I want to fight. I want to fight with you. You know what I mean? Let's get down. Let's do this in the octagon, man." And them two hard words. Yuri said, "Yeah, man. You know what I mean?" But right about now, the homecoming of Yuri as well. Go and look on it on the on Insta, on his page. You see on there all over the UFC app as well. You will see on there on Twitter as well. So go and check it out, man. His homecoming was really, really good. Yeah, Bertrand says here he had a 2-2 as well going into the fifth. I had a 2-2 going into the fifth, and I thought Glover was definitely winning that fifth round. He was winning it. I don't know what, well, tiredness. That's all I'm going to put it down to, tiredness, and that's what he said. And I believe that that's the only logical thing that that made sense as to why Glover made the steps he made, instead of you know carrying on striking and trying to knock him out. He went for the grappling. I don't know why. It was kind of the same, almost the same thing with Sirigan when he went with for the ankle lock on Ngannou, and Ngannou reversed. He got on top and just started dropping bombs on him. So it's just one of those that what can you say? What can you say? When you're tired, these mistakes will happen. The other fight, the other title fight, shall I say, not the other fight, the other title fight on the card, Valentina Shevchenko versus Talia Santos. I thought Santos didn't surprise me. She didn't surprise me. I told people in the preview, man, like she was gonna give Shevchenko some problems. This woman has knocked out 10 people, three submitted, three women, knocked out 10 women. And she is that strong. She's so strong. I've I haven't seen anyone ragdoll Shevchenko the way she did. But I give Shevchenko the first round, Santos the set. And the first round I give Shevchenko was so close. At one point, I was asking my one of my boys on Twitter, big up to front kick Andy. Andy is his name. Go and check him out. The handle yet handles of Yanis. Go and check him out, man. Um, we were talking back and forth while the fight was going on, and the first round I gave the first round to Shevchenko, and I thought it was close. It could have gone either way, and trust me when I say this, if they said Talia Santos won that fight, I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't be mad. I can't look at it and call robbery. I thought the fight was so close. I thought Santos had 2 and 3. 4 and 5 went to Shevchenko, but again close, very close, especially the fifth. And Shevchenko had to get that takedown right at the end there to kind of secure it. So that was really really close for Shevchenko. Another close fight, but very very entertaining fight. Back and forth is the first time that I've really seen someone really malhandle Shevchenko and impose their will on Shevchenko. The head clash was kind of like a turning point in the fight because you will see Talia Santos' eye shot and Shevchenko's just started attacking that side of the body because she knew Talia Santos couldn't see from that side of the eye. She started attacking that side of the body, the left side, and every strike that she was landing was on that side of the body where Talia Santos' eye was shut down, and that was in the third round. So big up to both of those ladies. Fantastic performance from Talia Santos. Very, very, very impressed. And yeah, you're right. This is Shevchenko's toughest defense, title defense by far. Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Santos brought it to her, man. Santos really, really brought it to her. And I'm very interested to see what they do with Santos next because I don't think anyone in that division can. Them two are the next best two in the whole of the division. Based on what we've seen of Santos climbing up, maybe Mackenzie Dern can come up in weight and throw some spanner in the work. Maybe Mackenzie Dern, but she's a strawweight division, you see. But for me, as far as the flyweight is concerned, I think Santos and Valentina, they definitely the best two right there, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with Santos next. I think if she go and take one more fight, if she wins in a very impressive fashion, they could throw her right back in with Valentina Shevchenko. So, but good win for the champion is split decision. I don't know if Shevchenko is going to win a split decision as a title defense, because people are going to say, you know what, you didn't really look at what's going on with Volkanovski and Holloway right now. Volkanovski only took this fight, this third fight, number 3 they're going, only took it because everybody keeps saying you didn't win the first two. Holloway was, Holloway won the first, and champions with egos don't like to hear that. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear that. They want to know that they actually really got that job done. And I feel like Shevchenko, she's got that ego because I know the way she likes to fight. She likes to dominate opponents at their own game, And if she doesn't do that, I don't know if she gets that much satisfaction. That's the satisfaction for Shevchenko, dominating our opponents at what their best assets are. And we see that in the grappling department, she was no match for Talia Santos, to the point where you could hear her coach in the corner telling her, do not go down there with her. Do not go down there with her. Don't go down there. Obviously, it's the last takedown. What do coaches know, eh? What do they know? It's the last takedown in the last round that actually won at the split decision. Can you imagine that? It's crazy. MMA is so crazy. The next one up, we got Weili Zhang Weili, if you want to go that way, against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk She came out fighting in the first round, but I did say again in the preview that I believe um Zhang is going to come out with a whole different game plan this time. She's not going to be one of those striking battles, and that's simply because of who she's got training her in Triple C, Henry Cejudo, and you could see she soaked the wrestling lessons she's been getting like a sponge. You could see the way she dominated Joanna on the ground. You could see the way she was dropping bombs on Joanna in the first round, kept her down there, just dropping elbows. Joanna ducked a few of them, but ultimately, a few of those elbows found home. And Zhang's crazy, man. I mean, when you got someone like Cejudo teaching you the fundamentals of wrestling, and you got athletic fighter like Weili Zhang, that all she wants to do is just learn. Throughout this whole camp here, she had to go and look for a private gym to take all her trainers down there because she didn't want people to really know what's going on, what her training is entailing and stuff like that. She wanted to keep it really, really private. Because some people might be thinking maybe it's just going to be another striking match with Joanna, but no. Weili she had different plans of her own, and she executed them to perfection, in my opinion. And after Joanna had some moments as well, came in with a nice long strong leg kick that dropped Zhang, but Zhang popped right back up real quick. Look, Weili Zhang, she's gonna be around for a long time, especially with this new. I wouldn't say it's new, but I would say the way she's delivering it, the way she's applying it, is new to me, and she's gonna be here with it for a long, long time. I, I mean, she's got Esparza next. Esparza is a very, very accomplished wrestler, but the thing is, I don't think she's got power like Zhang, and I think in those type of situations, would Zhang's power just, I don't know, offset what Esparza brings to the table? Would it upset it? We don't know. But look, I love what Zhang is doing right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ola, will you do a watch along for the Babitev fight? I don't know. It depends on my schedule, bro. It really depends on my schedule. But yeah, um, if if I'm free, then I definitely would do it. Zhang is a beast, says Bertrand. Um, Zhang is a very good fighter, says Tayyib. Um, Esparza is going to get demolished. Bro, I won't count Esparza totally out, but I just think Zhang she just, yeah, she might have a little bit too much there. Um, and Carl Rossi says, yeah, Valentina is my bae. But without that head clash, I'd be wondering what would happen. Yeah, I mean that head clash helped Valentina to be able to go to that side of, Santos's body. But hey, Joanna, let's talk about Joanna now. Joanna came into this fight having taken 2 years, maybe 2 years and some change off. She took some time off, and the hematoma from that last fight, I would want to take some time off as well. I really would. But look what happened. Taking time out of the octagon while Wei Li is sharpening her tools, engaging ourselves in title fights in that period of time that you was gone, you was never gonna, you know what I mean? It was never gonna happen. And if it did, and I love Joanna, you guys know how much I do. If it did, it probably would have been some kind of fluke, or and I don't want to disrespect Joanna here, or Whaley having an off night, and that's just because of how much Whaley has been putting into her training. She's been in title fights. She's lost one. She came back. You know what I mean? And she's been very, very active. So But Joanna she had to have a long look at herself after that knockout from Weili Zhang's back spinning elbow or forearm, if you want to call it that, depending where or the degree of the elbow to the forearm that you think caught Joanna. But she face plants her, and the face plant doesn't. It didn't really look like a. It was a late reactive kind of knockout, if you like, because I thought maybe the way Joanna went down, maybe she might just, you know what I mean. But she wasn't getting back up from that. No one was getting back up from that. And but big up to Joanna for what she's giving the women's sport. She took off her gloves. She's hung her gloves, and she's retired now. She wants to be a mom. She wants to go and enjoy life. All this money that she's made, she wants to go out. She wants to go ahead and have a good life. And who's gonna deny her that? After everything that she's put into the sport, especially in the strawweight division. She's a pioneer, a real one at that, and I love the work that she's done there. For me, she's a legend, and like I said on the last show, I put her right up there alongside someone like Jose Aldo, just for what she's done for that division. That's how much I rate her. My next fight is Jack Della Maddalena over against Ramazan Emif. What a fight! What a fight that one! That one ended in the first round. Emif had Maddalena in some big trouble. Had him in some big trouble. I didn't think Maddalena was gonna get out, but he did. And that boy got some hands, man. That brother got hands. Seriously, that brother got hands. He got serious hands on him, and he put them hands on Emif. Emif is a Dagestani. You know what I mean? To come out of the submission attempt that Madalena, that I had Madalena in, that's not an easy thing to do. And he got out of that and he just put hands on Emif, and he put him away. So fantastic win for Jack Madalena. I don't know what they're going to do with that guy. The other fight as well that really got me was Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews against Andre Fiallo. Andre Fiallo let me down here. Really, no, my days. I couldn't believe what I was watching. But salute to Jake Matthews. Big up to him. I don't want to take anything away from his win. Very good win for him. Then another finish we got finish galore here. Josh Kuliba on Song Woo Choi. Another one flat, you know what I mean? Face plant Song Woo Choi just flat lines in. Big win from Josh Kulibao. Steve Garcia against Mahashate. Another knockout from Mahashate. Um, big win. Brendan Allen against Jacob Malkoon. Jacob Malkoon, this is one fight that I thought was really close as well. I thought Jake Malkoon it was setting up the grappling nice. Very technical, some really good scrambling going on with those two guys, but ultimately it was Brendan Allen that got the win. Really good guys. I love the work that they put in. I love that fight in particular, and very high level grappling, high level jiu-jitsu, high level wrestling going on there, and they put it together. I just wish Jeff McCoon could have put in a little bit more strikes, or ground and pound, or try to do some kind of damage, but he wasn't able to do that, and that's why Brendan Allen won that fight. Silvana Gomez against Na Liang. Jesus Christ, Na Liang, man. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Silvana Gomez again, another knockout. I couldn't believe the knockout that I saw from Silvana Gomez. Very good finish from her. And these guys they brought it to the table. Brought it to the table. A lot of finishes on this card. This card was so good. It was what is one of the best cards I've seen this year. Jocelyn Edwards against Ramona Pasquale. God damn. Jesus. You see them two girls? They were packing. I'm telling you. Jocelyn Edwards, loads of front kicks. She was hitting Pasquale from range. Ramona tried to get in the pocket, couldn't really do it. Yeah, Bertrand, I know you was feeling like a proud Aussie. Watching your boy Jacob Malkoon and Madalena up in a fight. They're representing for the area, man. Salute to those guys. Again, back to Jocelyn Edwards and Ramona Pascal. Those guys. Um, well, let me just say, I was very entertained. That's all I'm gonna say. I was very entertained in that fight. Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, good fight to watch. But ultimately, Jocelyn Edwards won that fight. And onto the bonuses. Let me just pull it up here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna dig out the bonuses here for you. Fight of the night went to Shira and Yuri Prohaska. Both of those guys got fight of the night $50,000. Um, the next one is Silvana Juarez. Um, Again, $50,000 for her, and Zhang Weili, $50,000 for her for that knockout and retiring um, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And Mahashate, he also got performance of the night. Congratulations to him. He got $50,000. Um, Okay, we are in fight week, and we got Calvin Cater versus Josh Emmett. We know how dangerous Josh Emmett is. Josh Emmett is one of those guys. He's just got vicious knockout on him. And Calvin Cater is one of those guys that will put you to work. He will put you to work. He will give you everything you can handle. So I'm really looking forward to this card. But the main guy that I'm looking forward to is my guy over here. That's the real main event. My guy Adrian Yanez. Yes, he's gonna be fighting Tony Keeley in Austin. So you guys make sure you keep your eyes peeled. And if you haven't followed Adrian Yanez on Twitter, go and follow him on there. Real stud. And I'm expecting him to pull out the win in this fight here. So really looking forward to this fight. He's the one that I'm really looking forward to. So if you have, what I mean, go and check out some of his previous fights. Fantastic fighter, finisher, Mr. Knockout, I call him. You know what I mean? Just go back and look at his catalog, man. Yeah, man, that guy does the damn thing. Um, so really looking forward to him. Um, yeah. What do we got next? We got yes, Danny Dubois. I just wanted to drop real quick on Danny Dubois. Danny Dubois, um, you know, getting the WBA heavyweight title um on on the same night. I think it was just before the UFC 275. So congratulations to Danny Dubois. Flatlines is it Trevor? Flatlines him, and you know, I think he done it in the he done it in the fourth round. Yeah, fourth round, 4 rounds. Crazy win. Very happy for Danny Dubois. Um, yeah, and the other one other fight that I'm gonna announce is Usman versus Leon Edwards has been announced. It's gonna be happening on the 20th of August. 20th of August. Usman versus Leon Edwards. Yeah, man, you guys don't miss it. Stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be crazy. Hey, everybody that's been with me tonight, thank you to all of you that are watching on playback. I really appreciate your support. Um, yeah, keep supporting the show, keep supporting the channel, and we're gonna bring you more content this Friday. Me and we're gonna be bringing you the preview of the Austin, Texas card. Me and we're going to be bringing the preview of that one, and then we're gonna total up all our scores and put it up on there so you guys can see it. And yeah, thank you to everybody that's joined me tonight. Just a quick recap of what we saw on the weekend. It was really good fight, really good card, and yeah, I enjoy breaking these down for you guys. And you guys are the only reason, I roll out from work and do this. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Let me get the hell out of here. Big up to you, lot. On to the next video. Hasta la vista. Salute.